Whether you're at home on the internet or here in the copper box, I want you to get up and get loud. It's game day. We're starting the first match of the World Championships here for Season 5 of the Rocket League Championship Series. My name's Wavepunk. I've got a Quinn Lobdell here with me. We're going to start on the beautiful DFH Evil Geniuses taking on Chiefs.
This is going to be an incredible match. This is the first time Rocket League has ever been brought to a wonderful arena. These players have so much to play for. It has been a long break for the Rocket League season, but we are here now to determine who is the very best in the world.
Absolutely, and from my perspective, the stadium atmosphere changes everything. We've had LANs before, we've had arenas before, we've had events like this before. We have not had arenas, and it changes it all up, folks. So anybody could take this home. Evil Geniuses in the blue, Chiefs in the orange for our first match here. Both looking for that first goal of LAN. Classics here. Up and Corrupted G following up, double dissolver here on the Evil Geniuses roster. Torsas off the air, back down to the middle, and Chrome with the shot from midfield, defended by Jake and sent to the corner. Classics now through the air, looking to correct with Corrupted G. He does so, and it goes in 30 seconds into the game.
Evil Geniuses starting off quick. We heard that this may be the weakness for the Chiefs. Being able to keep up with that quick pace, and Corrupted G doing a good job there, lurking in the middle, reading that great pass there coming from Classics.
They connect well, and they take an early lead here in game number 1. A best of 5. Most of our matches will be best of 5s until day 3. First to win 3 games. Take the victory. Chiefs looking to equalize now into play some defense. Jake connected out with Drippe, follows it up, and Classics able to get it underneath him. Jake's got to play some defense. Out to Torsas and now towards the blue corner. Corrupted G's waiting. Gets the clear over the top. We'll go back to midfield. Challenge from Classics, puts it into the corner. Chrome towards Corrupted G. The pass, look at that, across the net, but Classics not able to adjust quickly enough. We'll give the ball back to the Chiefs.
And that's one of those difficult passes that we heard about. The passes that make this team so difficult to deal with on offense. They're so unpredictable.
All the players on Evil Geniuses rocking the Dissolver Black Market decal. It's got to feel good, play good. I like the mentality. Drippe with a shot from midfield, though, ties up the game.
Yeah, quick early time. That's going to be great for their confidence. You see Classics, he's trying to push up all up to Corrupted G, but he gets baited. And a wonderful bump there from Torsas, getting in front of Chrome.
Torsas given the bump game. Goomba stomping Chrome, leaving that net open for Drippe, taking Evil Geniuses game to them. This is what Evil Geniuses was known for. Chief says we can bump too. Torsas and Drippe looking to connect. Corrupted G with a shot, and now Jake with a follow. Carry this through the air. Classics is up, he'll have the read, but it still goes towards the blue net. Chrome's got to play it away. Drippe in the corner. Corrupted G on the challenge. Ball staying here in the Evil Geniuses corner. Jake's pass is wide. Drippe's able to keep it neutral, and Corrupted G with a miss. It'll be Chrome with a follow-up. Now 3 players here in the orange for Evil Geniuses. Putting pressure on the net. Drippe's got to clear. Chrome through the air. Torsas plays it away. Back to midfield. Classics onto the backboard. Jake with a response. Dumping it out to Torsas. Keeps it near the ceiling. See that ball make its way all the way to the blue backboard. Drippe with an opportunity, but Classics shutting them down right in front of the goal.
And the Chiefs here are looking so comfortable on offense. There's nothing here from Evil Geniuses that seems to be setting them off, seems to be messing with them. This is a great sign here for the Chiefs.
Drippe takes it all the way up the wall before clearing next to the ceiling. A follow-up, a second touch from Torsas, puts it in, and the lead is for the Chiefs.
And look at this high-flying goal all the way from their own half. Drippe pushing that towards the middle. There's nobody from Evil Geniuses challenging this ball. Sit there, catching them, waiting in goal, and getting punished. A great start there from the Chiefs.
The ball was closer to the ceiling than it was to the ground the entire play up until the final touch from Torsas, which put it in the upper corner. A 1-goal lead now here at halftime. Evil Geniuses pressuring in Chiefs half. Since that first goal 30 seconds in, struggled to find meaningful shots. Nice lofts, a bit too high there for Corrupted G. Jake try to clear. Just keep it on the backboard. We see Evil Geniuses continuously putting it into the corner. All sorts of plays easily defended here by Chiefs. Finally got to transition out. Corrupted G now. Following this. Able to get it over Jake. Probably thought Corrupted G was going for boost to position a little bit differently there. Corrupted G single-handedly keeping this ball against the backboard. Here comes Chrome. Oh, but he misses on the wall. This will open up some space. Where's Classics? Torsas will flip underneath, and Chrome has an opening to move in. Drippe now. All the way back down. Classics towards Corrupted G. Jake's got the read over towards Torsas. Defended by Chrome, but it's coming back mid. Dripe's up. An angle of absurdity towards the goal. Torsas puts it into the corner. Dripe again up, and Jake's thinking about it, but he hangs back. Now moving in to try and take the shot. It'll be Corrupted G who's got it away.
And we've seen some slow, almost lethargic defending here coming from Evil Geniuses, and it looks to be scary for them multiple times. Oh, this could be dangerous.
Giving the ball up. Dripe's in the air. Chrome plays it away. A good touch, but it's not out of the woods just yet. Jake puts it in the middle again, and Classics gets it under Torsas. Now Chrome and Corrupted G. Can they get the one touch they need? The goal's wide open, but they take too much time. And Dripe is able to get back. Back out to midfield as we approach the final minute of game 1.
Yeah, that ball moving just a little too fast for Chrome to get around it.
Torsas back towards Dripe. Be Chrome underneath the final minute here. Final 60 seconds of game number 1. Classics is able to get it out of his corner, but put right back by Chiefs. If they keep this pressure up, it'll be an easy win. A long, lofty clear. Chrome can't get it through Torsas. Classics right there looking for the bumps, but they haven't found any. The signature style of Evil Geniuses, they have yet to be able to play it against Chiefs here. Corrupted G tries to stall it out, bait Jake in, but he can't get it. Torsas cleans it up. Jake with a pass across, nearly finds it in, but it's not quite there on the goal. Now Dripe back on the backboard again. Classics back out towards Chrome with 24 seconds left. They've got to get this transition. Jake's soft touch will help him out. Classics puts it back down. Corrupted G lurking at midfield, now moving in. Can't beat Dripe as he clears over the top. 15 seconds left, and these wins, these challenges from Chiefs, it's all they need to get a win here in game 1.
Yeah, we haven't seen much infield passing. There's going to be a lot of pressure on Evil Geniuses to make a play.
Tries, here comes Corrupted G. Can he get it past Dripe? It's up high. Classics, does he have the boost? He's kept it in the air. Corrupted G now, no, Jake clears it over the top. Chrome again off the wall. Here comes Classics, but a double commit will probably do it. Dripe to go down onto the ground. They nearly had it, but coming in from that oblong angle, he couldn't get it, and Chiefs takes game 1.
Yeah, you could see Evil Geniuses really feeling the pressure there at the end, pushing to make a play happen, but the Chiefs hung in there. A lot of aggressive play. We saw them really stuffing almost all offensive avenues there for the Evil Geniuses.
Well, the one thing we did not see from from Evil Geniuses, we don't see it on the scoreboard, we don't see demos calculated, but I don't remember seeing a single demolition from Evil Geniuses here, the thing that they're known for. I always saw Chrome going for it in net, but Chiefs did a good job of avoiding that. You heard Yummy on the desk talking about that was something that they had practiced, something that they really got beaten by before, was something they tightened up, and it definitely paid off here in game 1.
Yeah, in fact, on the contrary, we saw Torsas with a lot of bumps, in fact, leading to, I think it was the second goal for them to take the
go-ahead goal.
Yeah, that was incredible play there coming from Torsas. You could tell that Chrome did not see that coming, and I wonder, any of that trash talk, maybe Torsas giving him a piece of his own mind, right?
Trying to there. Pretty even game as far as the scoreboard goes. The shot leader there was Evil Geniuses. Classic had 3. This team had 7 to the 5 there from Chiefs. But other than that, very even statistically with the play styles here. Definitely much more ball control on the side of Chiefs.
Yeah, and you heard on the desk, they mentioned Evil Geniuses. Chrome here, he's new to this land environment, and you could tell there was something there with the Evil Geniuses. They didn't feel too comfortable. That infield passing that they're known so well for, where the bumps and the demos open up that goal. We didn't really see much of that at all. In fact, those walls were the majority of the play live for them. We're going to need to see them change it up.
Evil Geniuses find themselves down a game. Move on to Wasteland for game 2. Torsas moves it out to midfield. Initial ball control was Evil Geniuses, but then given back to the Chiefs. A misread there. Torsas just lofts it high and follows up his own touch. Jake stays grounded. We'll keep solid positioning here. His Classics, a nice touch over the top of Jake. Give her towards the corner. Chrome over 1. Read by Torsas. Clearing game working out in Chiefs' favor right now as they're constantly getting them in the air. Well, Evil Geniuses is having to wait for the ball to come to the ground. Jake with a shot. Classics with a save off the post. A follow-up from Torsas, and Corrupted G's got this one away. The defense holds on here for Evil Geniuses, but they're being smothered.
Yeah, a huge missed opportunity there for the Chiefs. That looks like it'd be almost a wide open goal there, but Jake pushing that a little bit too close to the defender. Maybe nerves biting at him.
Dripe tries. Chrome. A little bit of midfield. Grabs a midfield boost. Help them regain the midfield control. Chrome tries to drop this. Torsas plays it across the net. A half flip from Jake. He'll be able to meet Corrupted G in the corner. Now back down to the blue. Classics. Again, let the ball roll up the ceiling, take the clear. at the highest point. The pressure here from Evil Genius is not going to amount to anything as Jake gets to clear the transition from Drippe, and here comes Torsas, just trying to push it across the net. Back into the middle on a pinch. Chrome across midfield. He's flicking it past the inbound defenders. But these clears from the Chiefs, just constantly putting it back into the blue corner. More and more pressure. 3 players in the blue here. Torsas, can he get this angle? No, Chrome sends it away. Here comes Drippe, a demolition on G, and net Chrome will have to play defense again. Back out to midfield to allow G to spawn. Slow it down for just a moment, but that slow, just second of breath the Evil Geniuses took. We'll see Chiefs move in, collapse on him once more. Torsas trying to slow this down. He actually defends the shot from Jake, who tried to move in and take it himself. But approaching halftime here, it's still scoreless in game 2.
Yeah, this is great boost control here coming from the Chiefs. You can see on almost every transition play here for Evil Geniuses, they're lacking the boost to get the ball out of their own half.
Just cannot get the solid clear. They can't clear and have enough boost to move up and follow it. Drippe on the backboard. Torsas trying to follow, but it's wide. Now Chrome up. Follows behind. Chrome looked for demos, didn't find any again. The last player he went for, Torsas actually manages to get a defense. Now Classics finds the demolition, but this shot is defended. Jake gets it away. They looked for the lead here in game 2.
And that was an impressive save through the smoke of the demolition as well.
Chrome with another shot. Jake sends it away. Now G back down to Classics. A nice quick pass, but he just lost it high. Chrome is airborne. Can he get it off the backboard? No, it goes back out to G. Sends a shot towards the goal, and Jake's got it away. Pressure starting to build here for Evil Geniuses. Classics onto the backboard once more. The boost star might start to become a real thing here for Chiefs. And oh, look at Chrome grab that one just over the nose of Drippe. But he still gets the clear. Back into the blue. We'll stay scoreless here in 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go. Chrome out to Classics. Intercepted by Jake. G with a loft and Chrome with the follow. Puts it behind Drippe. Onto the backboard once more. Classics sits at midfield. Didn't like the positioning of the Chiefs. Being patient. Now Chrome up, trying to read Jake. Both players will miss. Classics over towards G. Here comes Jake. On the backboard. Back on a follow-up shot from Torsas, and this one goes in. The defense was right there, but he found a way through, and the Chiefs have the lead.
And this is an incredible punish here from Torsas. Classics going for that off-goal backboard clear. It's not good enough. The ball bleeds up straight to Torsas, and he doesn't take a second. No hesitation, pushing that one in upper 90.
He had to do some major gymnastics to get in an angle where he could make that shot happen. But it could be the only shot they need here in game number 1. Oh, this one gonna go in though from G on a kind of an oblong pinch from the corner, tying up the game right away.
Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit unfortunate for Chiefs here. You can see Torsas, he gets that ball off of the bounce, but that bump onto Drippe, the MVP, he could not defend the net there. Leaves a really difficult shot there and a great angle.
Yeah, the angle, it is so difficult to find that angle where it won't hit the post, where it just goes straight into the goal. Evil Genius is able to make it happen, tied up here with 56 seconds left in game number 2. G plays it back down into the orange, almost finds on the second touch on the clear from Jake. Chrome will actually play it onto his own backboard. Torsas with a shot. Jake looks for the bumps, but doesn't find anything. G. Let me get it past him. Here comes Classics off the backboard. A miss. Chrome has to save him. That's why you rotate, folks. Chrome now with another play. Towards the goal, Torsas with the save. G's up. Can Drippe get there first? He does. 27 seconds remaining. Possibility of overtime here in game number 2. Classics looks for the read, the pre-jump, but doesn't find it. Now Chrome off the backboard, or off the side wall. G in with another pinch. This one onto the backboard. The Chiefs. 10 seconds remaining. Ball control here for Chiefs. Torsas puts it high. Drippe's in for the shot, but it gets carried away. 5 seconds remaining. G, he's going for the win here. Tries to carry it. You could just put it on the ground, but no, he drops on the Chrome, so tries to flick it past him, but it'll go onto the corner, go onto the ground, and overtime in game 2.
Yeah, it looks like Evil Geniuses was looking for a good 50-50 to lead to a play. They didn't get it though, and this could be dangerous here. Chrome off the kickoff.
Smart play. Open net still. Classics takes the shot, and it goes in. They'll tie up the series. Evil Geniuses in overtime.
And a little bit of heartbreak here for the Chiefs. It looks like a backflip there from Torsas. Doesn't let him challenge, and then another backflip as well in the net. There's nothing he could do about that one.
A disastrous kickoff there for the Chiefs, and Evil Geniuses punished. They'll tie up the series 1 apiece. There goes Yummy Cheese Man's prediction of the 3-0. The 5 games is feeling likely, though, with how this series has been going.
Yeah, maybe a little bit ambitious there from Yummy. That 3-0. I mean, both these two teams, we've seen some great things from each of them. It looks like Evil Genius is really much more comfortable in the second match. We saw a few more attempts at passing plays, especially the infield passing play, which, you know, that's what they were known for. That's what makes them so unpredictable, and it felt like it kind of need to ease into the environment to really feel like they can get their play style going.
My favorite part of this match has been watching Chiefs go for the demo plays, go for the bump plays that Evil Geniuses is known for. And Evil Geniuses struggling to find it. It feels like it kind of levels the playing field. People have talked about, you heard them in the interviews before the game started, that people find Evil Geniuses just to be an obnoxious team to play against. They get up in your face, they mess with the way you want to play your game. They're like, if we can keep you from playing your game, then we'll just win by default. And Chiefs say, no, we can do this too. We're going to take it to you. And so far, very, very even series. Only 1 goal differentiating both these games.
Yeah, and I think people are maybe underestimating the Chiefs here a little bit. Last season, we saw the Chiefs actually get a lot of bumps and demo plays used against them by G2. They had a 2-0 lead up in this series, that best of 5, and they ended up getting reverse swept, unable to deal with those demos. So I think this is a team that has had experience with demos. They've had experience with the bumps. So for Evil Geniuses to come in and be like, oh, they're not ready for our bumps, they're not ready for our demos.
Absolutely.
Maybe a little bit of a little assuming there.
I think one of the other things that has been encouraging to see is in this very, very different environment where there's so much there, all the people are surrounding the players here. We haven't seen a lot of missed nets. We haven't seen a lot of crossbar hits. It's mostly been solid defense on both sides that have been keeping the nets clean.
Sure, and important to mention, Torsos was the one who had that double backflip, which led to the loss there in that last game. We know he can be an emotional player sometimes. Let's see how it affects him in this next match.
There's Torsos going through the air. The 20XX on the Dominus. His trademark look. Excellent defense there from Chrome, and Classic's got to play it away in time. Quick aggression here in the beginning of game 3. Torsos going to try and fall on this. Can he get it over to Drippe to try and take the shot? No, Classics will get the defense. G over the top of Jake, a nice touch in the air. He'll follow it up, pass it over to Chrome. Another shot here on target. Drippe gets that one away. A bit of a double commit from Torsos, but he grounded himself in time. There will be no immediate follow-up from Chrome. Double commit won't hurt him just yet. Ball control still for Evil Geniuses here in the orange. Jake, they play this one nice and slow, see if he can bait it in. Gets it past Classics on the dunk. Drippe over the other side of the field. Classics moves into net as Chrome tries to clear. Torsos picked it up, got it past 2, now locked it in front of the net, tries to go for the Doomsday Dish himself, but doesn't quite get it. Here comes Jake now with a follow-up, intercepted by Classics at the point of contact. It's the only way who's gonna block that one, and now getting up in Torsos' face says, get out of my half, this is my town.
Yeah, Classics, they were putting a lot of pressure there on Torsos. That's good to see from Evil Geniuses, and Classics able to cut that pass at the very last second.
Classics playing quality frontline defense right now, keeping Chiefs unable to pass, unable to shoot. G and Chrome just sitting in the back, just ready for whatever gets past him, and so far it's been nothing. 3:37 left on the clock here, and a passing play in the air from Evil Geniuses shut down by the defensive Chiefs. G, this is a dangerous touch. He'll follow though, stays near the ball, and Drippe respects it. Keep it away. Chrome now. The Classics able to follow, gets a nice clear onto the backboard. It's met by Drippe. Drippe, a nice carry. G tries to get it past him, but it's not going to happen. Chrome with a quick turn. He's got G and Classics lurking in a nice 3-man line here. They can pick up anything they wanted out of that corner. They've kept the pressure on. Now back out to Chrome. He's a little bit shallow on that shot, but it'll still stay up for Classics. Onto the backboard one more time, and Torsos gets it to the corner. G. Clear left, Classics up, plays it back. G now going to go up these backwards plays from Evil Geniuses, just trying to hold on to ball control from any point. They don't want to give Chiefs ball control. They would rather try to keep ball control on a retreating play than just concede and allow Chiefs to clear, because it's been so frustrating the amount of times Chiefs have been able to hold on to ball control in their territory.
Yeah, and I think that's the right decision to make here, especially with how much boost we see the Chiefs controlling. I don't think Evil Geniuses expected this, but a double demo there from Chrome. That's what we're looking to see. That's going to relieve a lot of pressure.
But they move up on the power play. So far, it's been Chiefs still holding on to that ball control in the corner. They could not move it out in time, and here's a nice pass play. Jake's shot is wide. A good attempt there from the Chiefs. We're still scoreless here. 2 minutes left to go in game number 3. Drippe, shot goes neutral onto the side. G with a long shot from his own half, easily defended by Torsos. Onto the backboard, playing it out. Comes Drippe, looking for Jake. G falling behind. Classics, the air carry, gets a dunk. Jake at his own half, looking to carry it, but spending a lot of boost, getting the ball almost nowhere. Pops it over Chrome, there's a nice play there, and G doesn't move up in time. The physical play is getting in the way of Chiefs.
It looks like that was a huge miscommunication there. Jake running out of boost, trying to leave that ball, but there was no one who could follow up on it, and then we see both players just end up moving away there. A missed opportunity there for the Chiefs.
And a close shot as well. The Classics was able to defend here, on the follow-up. We'll see Jake clearing out his own half as the Evil Geniuses tried to gain ball control. So much backboard play in this game. Torsas puts it up high, follows it himself. Doesn't want to allow Classics, hard sentence to say, Classics to have his own ability just to clear. Doesn't want to be able to put it where he wants. We'll get through that one eventually.
Right, and usually we see Corrupted G as that third man there for Evil Geniuses, but now this game we've seen Classics taking on that role and embracing it, getting a lot of the clears and 50-50s. Again, we see another.
Beautiful control to get that one off of his own backboard and move out and intercept that ball. And now Chrome with the shot on target. Is it in? No, it's sent away. Did Torsas bump him into the ball?
Torsas bumped Chrome, and it looked like that ball was going to come right in front, but that bump there saving them at the last second. Some great creativity here from Torsas.
An excellent breakaway attack, but defended by Chiefs, and we're still scoreless with 22 seconds left in game 3. Overtime looking imminent, with nobody having found the back of the net here on Manfield. Stripe slowing this play down. Overtime did not work in their favor last time. They'd love to get it here in regulation. Jake takes a shot. Torsas moves in past one, but Chrome just puts it back into the corner. It looks like they're playing for overtime, just trying to kill this ball. It's been so deep in their territory for so long. The carry over Jake will do it, and it'll hit the ground. Overtime, 2 games in a row.
Right, both these two teams not wanting to make mistakes. We've seen actually few risks being taken here. Evil Geniuses, where are those offensive demos? We've only seen them on the defensive end to relieve pressure, but they don't want to take that risk.
Let's kick off in Evil Geniuses' favor. Another shot here, and it goes in. 13 seconds on this one, 7 seconds last game. Quick work in overtime for Evil Geniuses.
Chrome here, he gets this great pass there off of the corner, but it actually beats 2 defenders. Jake maybe overcommitting at a bad time, and the Chiefs unable to defend that corner of the net, and we're gonna see Evil Geniuses take the lead in the series.
My goodness, the overtime is just not working out for the Chiefs right now. That kickoff went a lot better. They didn't have it immediately off of kickoff, a threatening shot, but still struggling. You saw the 2 players move in the corner, the 1 touch that eliminated both of them, and then a clean shot. Good play there from Evil Geniuses. And it's crazy that they have a stalemate for 5 minutes. And it's like, all we need is 1 kickoff to reset everything.
Right, and I think that sometimes when you have those very long games, those just like those dead even ties, and you go into the kickoff in overtime, sometimes you just decide to play a little bit more aggressive. And I feel like Chiefs there, they're maybe getting a little bit passive, and perhaps for just too reactive, if you will. They're not playing aggressive. They didn't really have a game plan, just kind of watching Evil Geniuses and trying not to make mistakes as opposed to creating opportunities for your team.
Classics giving us the eyebrows right now. He's at a 100% goal participation in this series, and there haven't been many goals, so it's not necessarily that hard to get. But I think, if I have to point to an X factor on the Evil Geniuses roster, Classics right now is playing absurd on all sides of the ball. His defense, his demo game, his wall play, coming off the backboard, the place that probably most players struggle the most on the wall, he's been playing so well.
Sure thing. You looked at just how aggressive Classics became in that series, and we heard from Remco especially. He mentioned just how unpredictable it could be to see a player like Classics who really can be solid on all parts of the field, not knowing that if he's going to have any tendencies and maybe not even playing to his normal play style. That can be difficult for the Chiefs, who don't have as much experience against these players.
That's for sure. Game 4 underway here on Neo Tokyo. Evil Geniuses now with the 2 games under their belt, a 1-game lead. They finish it off here. They'll send Chiefs down to the lower bracket. Round 1. Chiefs, they want this win so badly. They have such a much more rough road. They play an extra round. OCE teams do. This first round is it's never easy. Coming out of this, there's an early attack. They'll find it behind the shot. There goes Torsas. He gets the lead for Chiefs.
And this delay here from Torsas is so good. He lets the mistake here come from Classics. Classics pushes just a little bit too far forward, expecting Torsas to maybe shoot in the far side of the net. It was a much bigger target, but Torsas there with the mind games. He shoots behind Classics.
Gets that early lead here. saw them, the earliest goal we had seen at this point was from Evil Geniuses, 4:33 in game number 1. Chiefs now finding the early score, and oh my goodness, the equalizer nearly there. The post helping them out, getting it away. Corrupted G quickly up the wall, pass down to Classics, and a shot. Drippet just has to sit still. He can't do anything else. Blocks that one high, follows it up himself, gets it over the top of Chrome, and it's all up to Corrupted G, the only player back right now. The play to the corner, tries to pop it over Jake, but it's no good as it comes back down. Here comes Torsas again, off the backboard, and Chrome will pick it up onto his hood. Drippet not like his options there, hung back. Allowed Evil Geniuses to gain some ball control.
Yeah, that was a smart play there from Drippet. He forced that play out of Chrome and stopped the 1v1.
Torsas and Chrome both up. Ball pitches down, Classics with the demolition. Midfield, Drippet able to loft that high. Jake and Drippet a bit of confusion there, and another double commit on the defense here for Chiefs. This could be good. Oh, but Classics with a miss in the midfield. That'll give ball control right back to Torsas. Gets the clear to get out of the woods. G now looking for Chrome. The pass across, up to take the shot, but puts it into the corner. Very, very high. He'll possibly have another opportunity here, but he's behind the ball. So he'll stay on the ground. Torsas with a laser beam of a shot. Corrupted G gets it off of 2 posts, but Drippet says, nah, not gonna happen. 2-goal lead for Chiefs.
Yeah, look at Drippet. That's turned straight onto the wall. He predicts that side clear from Classics and just pushes that ball right out into the middle. That was a read and a half coming from the OCE MVP.
Well, let's talk about the defense. Corrupted G, that was a rocket of a shot from Torsas. I can't believe he got the first save. And if he had managed to get that one out of there, I would have had my mind blown. But a 2-goal lead right now for Chiefs, the biggest lead we've seen in this series right now when they need it the most. The drop right there. Oh, Jake misses. Can Drippet get it? No, it's away. And Classics with the follow. He'll put it past Torsas. They could get a breakaway here. Here comes Corrupted G. A shot on target. Can Classics get there? So close. The follow-up from Corrupted G is on target as well, but it's slow, and the defense gets there in time. The pass across, finally. The pressure comes through. Well done, Classics.
Yeah, this is great persistence. You actually see Classics gets a great bump there on Drippet, and Torsas comes in to save, but Chrome lurking on that backboard, he prevents the clear from staying out of the place of danger.
Man, and the Chiefs committed everything on that shot of Jake. The miss was all it took. Classics put the rockets on and was off to the races. And at that point, it was just Chiefs were crossing their fingers that Evil Geniuses made a mistake. Didn't happen. And a 1-goal game again, right back to where we've been all series. Evil Geniuses can tie this up. The pass across off the backboard. Torsas will add a bit of an angle to it. So Chrome can't get the immediate double tap. They can calm down for a moment there. Chiefs, they've got the lead still. A demolition onto Drippet. Leave some pressure immediately.
You can't help but wonder how that missed shot will affect Jake and the rest of the Chiefs. That was such an important goal. We know how difficult it can be to recover from a 3-goal lead, and to lose that and to drop down to just 1 goal. Oh, this could be scary for the Chiefs.
Torsas nearly had a read on the backboard. Drippet keeping this one near the ceiling. Torsas will try to pass it to him, gets it to him. Nice and soft and easy pass. Drippet actually wasn't expecting to go that high, though. Now it goes back. Corrupted G with a shot. Jake makes the save, keeps the lead here for Chiefs, but the pressure's now on from Evil Geniuses. Up goes Chrome, intercepted by Jake. Out to Drippet. They get it over the top. They got an open net. It's going in. 2-goal lead back for Chiefs.
Yeah, Jake there assisting on that one. Just a great touch there to beat the defender and put the ball back in the middle. And Drippet going up quick. It can be difficult as Corrupted G there. He's a little bit further back. He has to react to that ball. If Drippet guts up first, he needs to just bail out of that and go back to the net.
It was perfect rocket league from the Chiefs. 2 challenges that both didn't just function to take ball control away from the enemy, but function to pass it and shoot. No time for the rotation to get back to the goal. Just getting that trebuchet shot in. Now Corrupted G trying to do it all by himself. Torsas says, not today. Get out of here with your cheeky stuff. Drops it back down to the middle. Drippet's up. The rocket ships will send that one back to the corner. Jake the Classics. Got it through the first corner. Torsas getting over the front line. And it's looking more and more to me like that game 5 is a good prediction. It's Corrupted G. Tries to carry in the corner, but Jake, they're feeling comfortable. He got 2 goals in the final minute here. As long as they just win their challenges, keep this ball away from Evil Geniuses, keep them from being able to do what they want with it, they'll have this game in the bag. Jake coming underneath. From to try and drop this down. Torsas bumps Classics, tries to get it through, but that'll be an open one for Drippet. He ain't gonna miss 3 shots there.
Yeah, just pouncing on mistake after mistake from Evil Geniuses here. You see Classics just came from that ball, but not enough of a touch there. Drippet ready to punish. This has just been working out great for the Chiefs. Just constant punishes, lurking, being there, ready, pressuring the ball, and just waiting for those mistakes.
Evil Geniuses needing to win their challenges, needing to win these 50-50s, get ball control back in their favor. Be able to hold on to some ball control in enemy territory. Right now, everything seems to be going the Chiefs' way. A long shot could possibly do it, but you know Chiefs with a 3-goal lead, 30 seconds left, there's no reason to commit all 3 players. They will constantly have their back line very deep in their own territory, and they'll try to hold on to this lead, get us to game 5.
Yeah, with 20 seconds left, Evil Geniuses is gonna have to put everything out. And
oh, that's gotta hurt if you're an Evil Geniuses fan. That one looked like it was in. And now the counterattack, it'll be Classics who gets there in time and passes it off to Corrupted G, but with 10 seconds left, 3 goals isn't gonna happen. Evil Geniuses gonna have to take a loss, and we're gonna be going to game 5 in series number 1 of the World Championships.
Oh, could you ask for anything more? The Chiefs are able to bring this to game 5, like you said. This is going to be a great moment for us to see who can withstand this test of pressure. Chrome, new to this environment, new to land, going to game 5 in your first series. I mean, I can't think of many more things more nerve-wracking than being in an arena as big as this and going to game 5.
Chrome, he's been in RLCS like every season, and this is the first time he's been able to make it here. And you gotta ask, like, you as a former competitor, you've played in this sort of LAN environment before. How do you feel that the fact that the crowd wraps around the players, how would that affect you if you had been in this environment?
Well, I can tell you, I remember season 1, we had that crowd beginning to cheer for us as we tried to pull off a reverse sweep against Maki DU, right?
Right.
And that was terrifying at first just to hear the crowd, but once you start to feel them and they're cheering for you, when you feel like you don't have just your 2 teammates, but you have the crowd behind you as well, it becomes, it's so much encouragement. You just become more confident, more aggressive. It's something that can really help change the momentum of a match. So if you guys have a favorite out here, make sure to get loud for your team.
For sure, the Evil Geniuses and Chiefs. These guys going head-to-head. This has been so crazy. We're going into game 5, and I cannot wait to see who gets the win. Copperbox, make some noise for me and get this one on the road. We're going on to Champions Field. We've got the names of every player that has ever won the World Championship hanging on this field somewhere. And you know that both these teams would like to tack their names on.
And you could see the former between games 2 and 3. Evil Geniuses maybe leaning back in their chairs, and not so much anymore. These guys are looking focused, and they are dialed in.
For sure, they want to make sure they've got everything ready before they get into this critical game 5. You can only afford 2 losses in our format. A double elimination, you lose 2 series and you're done. Nobody goes home today with the series we play, but nobody wants to be down in that lower bracket. You'd love to have that second life at all times. So while both these teams, see, Torsat's not, he wants to get going. He's tired of waiting right now. He wants to be able to take that life away from Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, and maybe that could actually work against you, knowing that you don't go home today necessarily. Sometimes that gives you that kind of kick in the butt that you really need to just, get your team going and give the encouragement and the energy that you need. Knowing that these guys are going to have to sit and wait until tomorrow to find out their own destiny. Nobody wants to go home tonight knowing that they've gone 0-2.
I love that the players, that this is the first time in a LAN environment where the players have been sitting across from each other, and you see them constantly acknowledging it, kind of peeking over their monitors, be like, hey, what's up? You're about to lose. Just thought I'd tell you, man.
And that trophy in between them as well.
Yeah.
You know that's just also like a taste of just all the glory you could ever imagine. That's exactly what these guys here are looking and dreaming of.
Yeah, it's great. Like you can look across at your opponents, or you can look at the prize that you're trying to win. There's a lot of motivation sitting there right in front of you. And you saw Corrupted G kind of giving the heads up to Chiefs there. Corrupted G was a player on one of the 2 teams that we've seen the Chiefs beat here at the World Championships. That was Nile back in Season 3.
Yeah, and we've seen, I believe the Chiefs in the last RLCS, I think they went to Game 5 against NRG. They've gone into these deep territories against some of the very best teams in the Rocket League. So I'm expecting these guys to feel comfortable. Evil Geniuses here, not so comfortable. These guys are not the same roster that has played last season like the Chiefs are. The Chiefs have not made a roster move in quite a while.
No, they're one of the longest standing roster. I think they are the longest standing roster here at the RLCS right now. So they have definitely got that synergy. The question is, can they make it click for this game number 5? They had it there in game 4. They had it in game 1. Game 4 is looking the best we've seen them yet, and that's if there's a game you want to look good in going into a game 5, it's definitely game 4. This is just carry that momentum right across, see if they can keep it going here in Champions Field.
Yeah, and we talked about how none of these teams really had a significant amount of time to practice leading up to this RLCS. This is the first time we're seeing these teams together, and they're going into game number 5.
Game 5, and here comes the Chiefs on offense. Drippe through the air, going to try and get it back out to his teammates, but Torsas carries it to the side. This one, for all the marbles, you win this one, you move on in the upper bracket. The Classics back out to Chrome. Here comes Torsas, meeting at midfield, holding on to that midfield control. Jacob, a little played over the top of Classics. Midfield, Chrome now. Drippe out of his own corner. Back to midfield, Classics up, the pass into the middle. Chrome tries to get it back to Classics, it's over the top of one. Jake and Torsas kind of meet up there. But Jake able to get solid contact, send a shot on target. Chrome gets the save. Torsas and Drippe both up. 3 players kind of aggressively positioned here for Chiefs. Jake had fallen back, but he's still backwards on a retreating defense, just trying to buy time for his teammates. Classics' touch will actually send it across to Torsas. Now, through the air, can he get this one in? No, he gets the demolition onto Chrome, but can't get the goal in.
You can see a bunch of great boost control already coming from the Chiefs. And
Classics with a banger, standing up and yelling at the Chiefs across the field. He wants to let them know who's boss, and they've got the lead here in game 5.
Look at this shot all the way across the field, lining up that aerial there. Jake, he could not even get up in time to challenge that ball. What a shot there from Evil Geniuses, taking the lead.
I love to see the energy on these players as well. They've got this advantage here early in game number 1, or game number 5, rather. RPG out the field. Jake played across. Drippe now up. Dropping it back down, holding on to ball control. Getting the ball into Evil Geniuses territory has not been a problem for Chiefs this entire time. As a matter of fact, I would say most of the ball control has been in the Chiefs' favor, but getting the goals in up until game 4, definitely a struggle. You can see that come back to haunt them here. The demolition from Corrupted G onto Jake. That shot, that pass was good. Jake was gonna have a great opportunity, but then he just didn't exist. So, you know, back to the drawing board for the Chiefs, and Chrome's got ball control in midfield. Corrupted G underneath Drippe. Corrupted G playing great right now. Oh my goodness, sets this one up. Classics got the whole net to shoot at. Torsas able to drop it down to Jake. What a read off the touch from Classics there. Gets it to his corner, blocks the follow-up from Evil Geniuses. They've still got ball control. We still need to see a good clear from Chiefs. They want to get this one tied up.
Yeah, Evil Geniuses are doing a good job right now of tying up this Chiefs team, being able to drag him off into the corner, and a great crit from Torsas there. This is going to be dangerous here for Chiefs.
Gets it up high. Here comes Jake looking for the shot to tie again. Drippe coming in with a follow-up, and Classics had time to read because Jake took his time. So much time here in this game. Corrupted G now moving out, retreating defense for Chiefs. Torsas in the corner. Playing it high. Chrome wrapping it around. Jake's there before Classics can make the shot. Good read. To the corner again. Pass 2, looking for the shot. It's there for Corrupted G if he wants it, but Torsas has it. He's right behind it. Able to fly away. Gets it through Corrupted G. Classics and Chrome, they rotate it into the same corner. It's going to be low on boost, and that was a bad position there. Tie game here for Chiefs.
Oh, and Torsas is so good at these flicks here. There's just no challenge here coming up against Torsas. We see 2 players. They opt for boost, and oh, do they get punished?
Bad decisions there. Going to give a tie game in game 5. Just across halftime. Chiefs going to try and come back at this one. Evil Geniuses, being scored on a mistake has to be so demoralizing when you have the lead. And just knowing that now one small error, again, could cost you this series, pressure's on for both teams.
Yeah, and you heard from Jake. Torsas, you can't give him those opportunities. He's great in those solo situations, and you see that's why he's always typically that first player pushing out for the Chiefs, trying to pull defenders out of position.
Teamwork in the corner. Gave Evil Geniuses a shot, but a great clear. And now 2 challenges there from Chrome. The ball out to Jake. Can he drop it in? No. And double coming on the defense gets the shot away. And Drippe's follow-up is high. Can Corrupted G get there? No. It goes in, and Torsas has the lead.
2 quick goals so soon after each other. Jake first gets that double touch. That pulls 2 defenders into bad position. And Classics and Corrupted G both pulling back at the same time. He needed Corrupted G to move forward there and get in his face so that Classics had a better read of the situation.
You heard James's big concern. The big concern on the desk is, can Torsas play under pressure in the moments when it's most critical? And right now, there's still a minute and a half. There's only a 1-goal lead, or maybe not to quite the crunch time they're talking about. But the player I'm seeing making mistakes right now is Classics. He cannot choke right now. He's been the carry for this team this entire series. He needs to bring it out right now. They're down by 1. 1 minute and 14 seconds left in the clock in game 5. Get Chrome on the backboard. Doesn't go far, but he'll be able to follow it here. Torsas with a demolition onto Classics in net, but Chrome's holding on to ball control. Excellent challenge from Drippe, sends it back to the blue. Classics on the respawn, gets it away. A boost star from Jake. Torsas here. See if he can just hold on to this one, buying time to just keep this one high in the air, just burn all the boost off of Evil Geniuses. Jake able to get it away. Classics in the corner again, looking for boost.
This is just incredible control, maintaining possession in this blue half. There's nothing Evil Geniuses can do about it.
Corrupted G makes the save before Jake can get the demolition. Classics plays it across, and Chrome now with full boost up on the wall, wins the challenge. He's got Classics underneath him. Also got Corrupted G going for the full 3-man offensive play. They've got to do it right now with 30 seconds left. They weren't able to get that first challenge, now going for it again. Back out to midfield, Chrome following into the corner. Off the backboard, Drippe puts it right back. Classics through one. Corrupted G up at midfield, just trying to hold on to it, playing for that retreating ball control. Nothing found yet with 10 seconds left. It's looking like the Chiefs. Drippe drops in another. The aerial pass will do it, and the 2-goal lead now.
And this just has to be a knife in the back here. Torzos putting that ball, floating it up in the center. That forces Chrome to just challenge that ball directly, and it gives Drippe the opening, the angle to wait and put that one on in.
Now 9 seconds. It's all down to this kickoff for Evil Geniuses. They've got to win, and Drippe's got it cleared. But the fake could work. Classics now in the air, trying to get it through, and no! Jake shuts the door on him, slams it to the blue corner, and they've got to pray for it. It's not going to happen. Chiefs take Series 1.